What's up, guys? I'm Andrew.
I'm Marissa.
And you're listening to the Oxford Comedy Show, only on WHIP. In the studio, we actually have Burglary Years from Boston. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going good.
Good, great. All right. Well, while we're setting up, because they're going to do a wonderful set for us, we're actually going to go to commercial break and play for you some tunes reminiscent of the imminent summer that's actually happening, or will happen. It feels like summer now.
It feels like summer today.
Yeah. So when we come back, we'll have more of the Burglary Years. So this is Burglary Years. Burglary Years. The Burger Years. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
We'll be right back. In the studio, we have the Burglary Years. What's up, guys?
Hey.
you.
All right, so tell us about yourselves.
Well, we started a few years ago kind of as Zach and I's brainchild of wanting to kind of do something shoegaze, dream pop, whatever related. But kind of shortly after, we did a few demos, and Cooper came along and kind of came out with a sound that we can't really define yet as one or the other.
Yeah, could be anything.
Yeah, and through that, Dane and Pat have joined us as the rhythm section, and it's been real nice as a solidified lineup this past year.
That's awesome. And,
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys had a show last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, tell us about that.
Yeah, that was good. That was in Mount Thrashmore.
Yeah, host
Super cool
show,
place.
Yeah, our good friend Ruben put that on. Who did we play with? Blank Book,
Blank Book, and
Yeah.
Balloon Boy.
Balloon Boy.
And
People
this,
Like
Yeah,
You.
this weekend we've been on the road with our friends People Like You.
Also from Boston.
Also from Boston. And yeah, apparently it was like the most snow that Philly's gotten in a number of years.
Yep.
Kids
Yeah.
still,
It was bad.
kids still came out to the show.
Yeah, it was
so-
a good turnout for the weather. And the night before that, we started off the 3-day weekend in Boston, and we had a really bad snowstorm as well, which also didn't really stop the turnout from being awesome as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, can't complain. And tonight we're playing in Long Island, so hopefully
See what
that,
happens.
Yeah, no complications.
Yeah, see what happens.
That would be very ideal.
Awesome. All right, well, and you guys have a couple songs to play for us?
Yeah.
Correct.
And this is coming off of...
Our
This is
album,
great,
100 Roses.
Awesome. And when is that coming out? Do you guys know?
Inevitably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's done.
Yeah, it's
so-
done.
The record's done. We're just waiting for somebody to put it out.
I'm sure someone will gladly do it for you. All right, guys. Well, this is the Burglary Years, only on Oxford Comedy. Take it away.
Good.
Well, hey, you got some figuring that to do. Just all this time we spent, just rather relevant. My eyes wide, I feel you trembling down inside. You look so desolate, so delicate. I remember being 14, fantasizing everything. I remember 9 years later, feeling the same way. Already read something sunset, secret thoughts dark inside your room, hiding your blankets, spread like a sickness. So indecisive, where your head is, married to the night stories of mine. Trying on straight. Good intentions have always made me slip, fall into your grip, but I could never find out. I remember being 14 and fantasizing everything. I remember 9 years later feeling the same way. And I remember being 14 fantasizing everything. Remember 9 years later. All you with me, such a sounds you. Sing like the dark inside your room. Hiding in blankets, it's spreading like sickness. So indecisive, where you're headed. Married to the nice outings of life. Trying to escape it, or find it myself.
Good job, guys. No, that was really good.
Thanks.
So, that song, what was it called?
Voitry.
All right. So first of all, tell me like the origin behind that name, because it's not.
It's French.
Yeah.
It translates directly to your voice.
Yes. It's from a movie.
We always pronounce it wrong.
We always pronounce it wrong. I made a demo for the song.
I failed.
Is that on purpose or?
Why it's pronounced wrong?
Yeah.
No, I mean like
No, we're just ignorant.
Yeah,
We're
it's
just
basically
Americans.
just
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. So it comes from a film or?
Yeah. It's from Breathless, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godard.
Yeah, it's a Godard film, like a French movie, French New Wave. So I was like writing a demo for the band, and then I watched that the same night, and I was just like, cool, that'll work. That'll work for a name for now. And then I thought Greg would change it, but I guess
No, it kind
Greg
of stuck.
liked it.
Very, very atmospheric. Very, I don't know, kind of relevant to the rest of the song, the theme, and then the lyrics followed a long time after, I would say, if anything. But
well over a year.
yeah, but that
Sat
being
on that one for a long time.
yeah, rightfully so. But it was kind of good because I think in the long run it kind of comes full circle in a kind of nice subconscious way. I don't know.
And do you guys? I mean, obviously you guys are doing live sets. You guys are doing like full like amplified. You know,
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
are, like,
yeah.
full-fledged, like, a
5
sound.
piece.
So like when you do acoustic sets, like when you're writing your music, do you take into account like how is this going to sound acoustically or?
Well,
Not all the fly
actually,
stuff, honestly.
we've only played. This is our third time playing acoustic ever.
First time with
Oh, okay.
Really?
That's
Yeah, first
cool.
We
time.
did how many shows at Alex's?
Yeah,
2.
two.
And then O'Brien's, which was that.
Yeah, okay, so this is our fourth time playing
Fourth time.
acoustic. But we've never rehearsed acoustic, ever.
Yeah, nope.
Ever.
Just really winged it.
Always full band. Very much a rock and roll band. Kind of follow the rock and roll formula. I mean,
Yeah,
let's be honest- let's
pretty
be
much
honest
everything we
here,
write
like-
is like for the full band, and then
Yeah.
we don't really adapt it acoustic. It just kind of
Yeah.
play it how we would normally play it
If,
anyway.
if we're demoing stuff, then usually it's done with a like either full band, like on a computer, like
Mhm.
done into Pro Tools, or we'll just write it as a band.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it'll change, it'll vary, because like, you know, when you're first writing a song, obviously you're gonna start with just a guitar in your hand.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's just an acoustic setting, right?
Mhm.
So obviously you're not gonna have. I mean, depending, you might have okay, the drums and guitar and the bass, and this is the sound that we're going for. But I just think it's interesting that like, just any band in general, when you have like a big arena band, like that huge anthem that they're playing on stage, that started with just them, you know,
A nice little
dilling
little
around on the
sound,
guitar.
yeah.
Yeah, I just think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, it's
They'll
definitely.
start
We also come from punk. Like everyone has like a punk background, one way or the other. Like our first bands, etc. So we're not really used to this approach sometimes. So we're all just kind of figuring it out along the way, I think.
right. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Right?
Yeah, I think it
Exactly.
translates pretty well.
Yeah.
By all means.
And
Thank you.
what are you guys listening to now? Like, what was the last thing you listened to on your iPods?
Well, I made everybody listen to Y in the van,
Which Y is a good band.
which I found
Well,
out
that was
half of
four
us,
against
half of us,
one.
Yeah.
Not a band
Half
favorite.
of us.
No.
Yeah, definitely not a van favorite.
But
I
we
look like
somehow-
Yanni.
We somehow ended up talking about how Cooper's dad doesn't have any hair.
no.
Yeah.
Which
And Zach's
reminded-
dad has no hair on his legs.
Well, it's not that he doesn't have
Yeah.
any hair; he's hairless. Like, he has hair on his head, but then the rest of his body is completely clean. And I sadly am not the same way.
So in talking about that, I was like, oh, alopecia. I like that record.
It's
so
a good
So I
record.
put it on. Yeah,
It is a
great
good record.
Love it.
I love it.
Love
Okay.
We've been doing a lot of hip hop, to be honest. New
Yeah.
Drake. Can't
The new
deny
Drake.
that. Yeah, I
Drake is
really
fire.
can't deny that. I
Oh,
was
yeah.
not too much of a follower, but this really put me back
I hate
on.
him, but I don't mind his stuff.
Yeah.
Drake is
Golden.
my favorite artist,
Well-
like regardless.
Well,
Do you guys know why he dropped that album?
Wow.
Apparently,
anything
like,
about it.
all right,
They were
so
throwaway tracks, weren't they?
I mean, as
yeah, there
far
were
as-
right. There were
Yeah.
throwaway tracks. Ultimately, he wanted to get out of his contract.
With Young
He
Money.
was with Young Money,
Just like
like
Lil
that
Wayne.
whole issue with Lil Wayne and
Birdman.
Birdman and like Nicki
He's like the-
Minaj, blah
yeah,
blah
the
blah.
proprietor.
It's just like, you know what?
fired up over there.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what?
Yeah, if
Dane
you want
knows.
to talk about Drake, this
Dane.
boy over here,
Yeah.
he knows everything.
Yeah, I like.
Number one fan.
I mean, I'll just text him and ask.
Yeah.
I mean, might as well.
That's my boy.
I just think it's interesting, you know. And then everyone's just like, "Wow, this is great." I
Yeah,
just
everybody
wonder
thought it
what
was really great, but they were throwaway
I wonder
tracks.
what Drake thinks. Just like, nah, like.
Like, these weren't really that good, but...
And the other thing that bothers me is just like, oh yeah, this is a mixtape, but I don't know of any mixtape that has like 20 songs on
There's
it.
a lot of songs on
Yeah,
it.
it was,
It's amazing.
definitely. It
Yeah,
was
it's
definitely
pretty
Lil
gonna
Wayne's
be-
went in on
It
the
was gonna be a mixtape,
Mhm.
and then wasn't a mixtape.
It's just like
after.
full.
I'm not even
fledged.
really-
Dude, No
I think
Label
30 is
2, No
PFK.
Label 2 is like
24
30 songs. I almost swore right there. Like 30 songs on it or something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
it's
new
crazy.
Kevin Gates, Luca Brasi 2 is like 20 something.
Yeah, like
tracks.
19 or 20 tracks.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
But like, I Love McConan and Her Father, it's like 8 tracks.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it goes.
Yeah, it's
keys
totally
a
totally
lot.
open,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, so that's we've been listening to a lot of that. What else did we listen
Heavenly
to?
Beat, probably.
Yeah,
Belinda Butcher.
I put on the Angel Olsen record.
True.
That record's amazing.
The record, yeah, Burn Your Fire for No Witness. That was one of my favorite records that came out last year. Great record.
Yeah, Belinda Butcher's Heaven, in my
Oh,
opinion,
yeah.
is like the record of the year.
It's really good. Not my favorite, but it's up there.
It was
It's up
interesting
there.
to hear that kid say he wasn't that into it, like for this very specific reasons. It was like too
clean.
atmospheric and stuff. Or yeah, it was
Too
Wyatt.
polished.
I thought someone else said it. Wyatt was saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But yeah, no, I love that record.
I
Like
love
I
it
was
for that
yeah,
reason.
first time I
Great
heard
big
it.
sound.
Like
Yeah, that's
someone
a
showed
really
it to
good
me and you
record.
guys.
Heaven by the Belinda
yeah.
Butcher.
Yeah,
From San Francisco. Yeah.
Very beautiful, dreamy sound.
Yeah.
That band Always, their self-titled record is probably
Mm.
I've listened to that record more than anything else
Mhm.
for the
Yeah.
past 6 months.
Yeah, I liked that one a lot too.
Oh, is that the Always with the two?
Two
V's.
V's.
Okay, that's.
Yeah.
I was like, who is that?
That's
Yeah,
like
that
the
band's
best,
great.
Spelled like
the
that.
best
Band's
thing
great.
out there.
Okay, I haven't listened to it.
I'd probably speak for me and Dane when I say the word nothing split.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The the best nothing songs and the best worst songs
Yeah.
on that split. That's really, really good.
It's pretty
Yeah.
rock and roll.
That's pretty cool. I mean, well, and now that we're on the subject, because obviously the weather is getting a lot nicer and a lot of different-
Miraculously.
Yeah,
As
fingers
of this
crossed.
morning.
For one day.
Yeah, and the
fingers
lineups for a lot of different music festivals have released. So, specifically Fireflies.
Yeah, it was released this week.
So there's this one etched out name that no one knows who it is, and Marissa, which
I just heard it was Paul McCartney.
people think it's Paul McCartney. So, what my question to you guys is, all right, if you could pick, it's like a two question.
Prince.
Morrissey.
Yeah.
If you could,
Fleetwood Mac.
yeah, if you could like be at any music festival and like play for a music festival, which one would it be? And which like powerhouse, like, you know, pioneering kind of like musician would you want to perform with?
I would never go to a music festival or pay to go to one.
What's that?
Um,
Why?
I'd rather play it.
Oh,
or,
for sure.
Yeah,
well,
or
that's what I
just
meant.
not.
Well, that's
I
what I
don't
meant. Which music festival would you love
Perform?
to play at? Perform.
Oh.
Boston Calling. I want to play Boston Calling. I don't
Oh,
know.
that would be cool. That would be
It's
cool.
kinda- I think that's a cheesy pull for the city to.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's a
Rake in
that
revenue
festival
to not
sucks.
fix the
That festival
MBTA.
sucks.
I
just
wanna
want
do it so I can play
in
like
the
I did it.
Like, yeah, play in the commons.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Is there any like music
well,
festivals that have been
I had never
existing
been
that
to
are
a
really-
festival before, but I went to Riot Fest in
yeah.
September. And
That was really fun.
It was really cool because the lineup was great, but it was like terrible. I was working with a band, so I didn't pay for tickets or anything, but I was just walking around in the mud with like 20,000 other people or like 30,000 other people. I'm like, why the heck, no, would anyone want to pay?
Want to like put themselves through that?
Yeah, and
And
it was like
20-foot barrier
miserable.
between you and the band.
Yeah, I don't really like
It's
that.
not like the best atmosphere to like see a band that you care about because like live sound outdoors doesn't always
Yeah.
sound great.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah,
That-
me and
agreed.
Zach were both there, but that was the first
Yeah.
time that we saw the National.
yeah, and I love the
Um,
National. I think
which-
they're great.
yeah.
Was
Like,
it good in that setting?
No,
No,
they
which
were
was
so
so
bad.
bad. Because the National, you need to,
They were really good.
you have to
those
be
friends.
in the right element.
Yeah,
and like they have to be, seeing the National in a theater would be
totally
great.
different.
Oh sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah, seeing them outside, everything was too quiet. It just wasn't. It wasn't what you wanted it to
Yeah.
be. But it was still. I think Riot Fest currently is like probably the best collective fest
Fest.
lineup.
The
the
lineup
country,
was
yeah.
like perfect. There was bands playing every hour that I wanted to see. I saw some bands that I've been wanting to see my whole life that I
Descendants
never
played
thought.
there, right?
Descendants
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
They played a
Yeah.
full set of like Milo Goes to College and a bunch of other like they played basically like a greatest hits set. And then Coxbar played, and
That would have been cool to see.
they're an awesome. They were one of my favorite bands when I was really young, so it was awesome to see them play because they're a lot older now and they're still doing the thing.
They're killing it.
National was, I mean, it was cool to see them, but like Dane said, it wasn't the right setting at all. I was really disappointed because I've liked that band since I was like 14, and seeing them for the first time in like the worst possible
that was
setting.
bad.
I have since then. I've seen. I mean, the guys in the National do a lot of like art stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I went to go see that film that Ragnar did in New York, where it was just them playing.
Mm. Oh, how was it?
What song was it? Sorry, I don't remember. It's them playing the same song for 5 hours, which is like really interesting because every time they play it differently. I had some friends who went to go see that live when they did it, but the film is really really cool. And I also saw like a performance art piece that they did at the ICA like a month or so ago, where like before the show it was just them standing in a room with a guitar hanging from a rope, and they were just hitting it with a bat, which I guess like super art, not great to experience.
Yeah.
But then there was like this whole like big like operatic super art piece that they played guitar, really really good at guitar, but experience wise not extremely aesthetically pleasing.
That's
All
the
right.
art part.
All right. Well, we have to go to commercial. When we come back, we have more of Burglary Years coming at you here on WHIP, Philly's #1 college radio station.
Cool.
What's up, guys? I'm Andrew,
I'm Marissa.
and you're listening to the Oxford Comedy Show, only on WHIP, Philly's #1 college radio station. And in the studio, we have Burglary Years.
Hi.
Hello. Make you guys sound like
What's up,
superheroes.
Yeah.
All right. So they've been here all the hour, playing
Playing some songs.
some cool, catchy tunes. Off their album. Oh my gosh, what's it called again?
100 Roses.
100 Roses.
100.
It's not out yet.
It's not out yet.
Yep.
When will it be out? Who knows? But it will be out soon.
Month or two, yeah.
Month
Few
or
months.
two.
Few months.
Be sure to catch them on their website. What's your website?
We don't actually have a website.
we have a
we have a
Bandcamp.
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 And we have a Facebook.
You can search burglars. You can
And
search
your,
on
your Twitter.
And Twitter we don't use.
Okay, I found you guys on Twitter. It's like, we don't use this. Go on our Facebook. I'm like, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
So make sure you follow them. Make sure to follow us at Oxford, WHIP. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That's what it is, Marissa, right?
I think it's Oxford, show.
No.
Whip.
Oxford, Whip. Oxford,
Okay.
Whip. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Oxford, Whip for the latest and greatest news on indie music and indie-related jargon. So,
I like that.
you guys have one more song in you?
Correct.
Awesome. All right. Well, this is the Burglary Years. What are you playing for us?
We are doing You Leaving.
Yeah.
Well then,
it's a new-
fine.
new
That's
tune.
cool.
New
You will be
tune.
leaving after
And
this.
we will be leaving.
Oh yeah. Aw. And where will you guys be going after this?
Long Island.
Also, favorite
Long
place.
Island playing Dong Island.
The venue, Dong Island.
Well, make sure to follow Burglary Years as they tour and do that whole shindig. Thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thank you for
today,
having us.
tonight, today,
This afternoon.
this afternoon.
This afternoon.
Truly an honor, truly a pleasure, and be sure to catch us next Sunday at 2 p.m. This is the Oxford Comedy Show. Take it away.
Unlike being ignored, they only want you when you're bored. You're so boring. And when I told you you had the sweetest smile, well, they hung up. Told me you got tired. Tired is a better place to rest your weary head. When I showed up on your doorstep, holding flowers, never even answered. I only like being ignored. I only want you when I'm bored. And when I told you I'd stay a while, I had to hang up because I knew it was a lie. The time I spent of when or ever ran. Plans are made of me sick of it. I don't know what to do with you. See this through, I want nothing to do with you. Point of view, something you never knew. See this through, I want nothing to do with you. I'll answer to anyone except you. If I see this through, I want nothing to do with you. Point of view, something I never knew. See this through, I've nothing to do with you. I'll answer to anyone except you.
Cool. Rock.